First one going to be an interesting contest.
Yeah, and this is a rematch, Mark, of a February 19th game in which Northwest edged Roncalli 48-46. So we expect this one to be a pretty closely played game tonight.
Quick three by Roncalli, no good. Fighting for the rebound. Rebels finally getting it up and in. 34, Ryan Weber is one of the starters at forward, along with Colin Lynch, Michael Misland, Kendall Miller, and Kurt Reeser. For the white-clad Northwest Space Pioneers, they'll have Donnell Minton, Maurice Sims, Darrell Walker, Keith Oliver, and Darrell Freeman.
Well, both teams have started man-to-man, Mark, as you kind of would expect. And as we mentioned, they played back on the 19th of February, know a lot about one another. That's a game that really was decided at the end. And as you expect in a sectional tournament ball game, these first few minutes are ones you just try to feel one another out.
Deep three off the heel of the iron. Rebound to the Rebels. Reeser runs it ahead. Driving across the paint is Weber. He's shut off. Now redirect to the right wing.
Well, you see both teams run a little motion, a little 5-out motion for Northwest. A little 4-out, 1 in, 3-out, 2 in sometimes. Both teams are going to rely on cuts, screens, good ball movement, good people movement.
Pretty good help side defense to shut off the lane. Deep three-pointer by the Rebels won't go, and it is saved back into bounds into the hands of Misland. Loose ball on the floor. Scramble for it. Northwest finally comes away with it. Darrell Walker in transition after the theft. Minton a deep three. No. Roncalli up with a loose ball.
Well, you see reliance to this point on the three, early three. A little deeper than probably what you'd like, but sometimes you get a little the adrenaline there. Great defensive play to take away the post feed.
Quickly in transition, Northwest, and we have a foul.
On the deck once or twice and get yourself a little closer. This whole sectional is, these are pretty evenly matched basketball teams. Howe comes in ranked and, on paper probably the leader, but now you see a little press on Northwest part, a little 1-2-1-1 full court. Try to pick up the action, get a steal if you can get one, and try to speed Roncalli up a little bit.
Travel, got away with it. Three-pointer deep off the front of the iron, no. Rebound to the Rebels. Turnaround won't go.
Well, the Rebels are trying to make sure that they can get the lid off the basket right now. Yeah. Give Michael Missel a lot of credit, really banging away hard, doing a great job inside to keep things alive on the glass.
Roncalli with a shot opportunity and ball stolen away. In transition, Maurice Sims goes to the bucket, up off the glass and in.
Well, Maurice Sims is great in transition. This is one of the things that the Pioneers try to do. They try to speed you up. They try to get out in transition, and they have some kids like Sims who can absolutely finish around the rim. To go back to that 19th of February game, one of the problems that Roncalli had, Mark, was that they turned the ball over. 13 turnovers in a game that was 48-46, and yet here you are off to a start where you've turned it over 3 times to this point in the first quarter.
Rebels 13-6 on the season. Northwest 11-8. Ball loose on the floor. Misland comes up with it. Double dribble. Turnover to Northwest. Just harassing defensively.
If you're Michael Wantz, you're trying to get your kids to understand, just take a little time. Make an extra pass. Let's just take some time and take care of the basketball.
3-2. 4.5-minute mark of period 1. Northwest with a slim advantage over the Roncalli Rebels. Game 1 of the Beech Grove Sectional in 3A. Nice drive to the bucket. Too high off the glass. Rebound to Roncalli. Weber in the corner. Shot put up by Miller. No good.
Not a bad shot. You're in that break situation.
Walker misfiring towards Sims for Northwest that time. Pressure continues. Great job with diagonal passing to break that zone. Need to step it up a little bit now, close to 10, and they finally get it across the timeline. To the free throw line, drive to the bucket, thrown up a little too strong, and Roncalli's got to be asking how much do they cost as Colin Lynch misfires there. Bit more patient offensive set as I say that. They chug up a 3 from deep, and it's no good. Darrell Freeman misfires. Roncalli to Misland, quickly up the floor, gathers it in. Little turnaround kiss off the glass, won't go. Rebound shot up and in.
Well, give Misland a lot of credit. A great pass, though, to start with. Really a great look ahead by Colin Lynch. The first time they played, Coach Wantz was upset because his kids missed, Mark, 11 11 layup opportunities around the glass.
Junior into the ball game for Northwest. Space Pioneer basketball. Minton. Now to Sims. McElwain's posting up. He wants the basketball. They'll try the three instead, and it comes off long. Rebels the kick in the corner. Nice pass underneath to Mislin, and he's fouled. Picked up the personal for Northwest. He's just in off of the bench.
Now, this is a situation where Coach wants to kind of go big. He's had good success with this bigger lineup. You know, make Northwest adjust to their size.
5-3 Roncalli. Northwest with the basketball. First quarter action just underway. Beech Grove 3A sectional here on IHSAAsports.org. We'll be at Carmel Friday night for a doubleheader. Floater in the paint won't go. McElwain taps it out long. It'll come down into the hands of Northwest.
Well, you just love how Darrell Walker got in the lane.
Strong drive, partially blocked. McElwain wants it on the lob. They can't find him. Instead, he sets a screen. Coming off the screen for the nice open 15-footer.
Walker had a nice look.
Yep.
Just didn't go for him.
Misfired. Baker with the basketball. Stop and go dribble. Has some room. Throws it up off the glass. No. Rebound to Northwest. I think he expected a little more resistance than that. Lynch with the personal. His first, team's third. That free throw is good. Give Walker his first point on the night. Full court pressure continues. Northwest scores 64 points per contest. Roncalli averages in the 60s as well. Ball bumped out of bounds. Get it in to Jimmy Baker.
You know, Roncalli has been, and you'll see it right here, a little more of a continuity type offense. They've been a little motion to start. They've gone a little more continuity here. Try to get a high load just in that situation with the big guys. The big lineup with Heckman and Mislin in there to double post. And there's that great quickness on the part of Northwest to force a turnover.
Foul on McElwain, by the way. That's his second quick one, the second on Northwest. Jump ball.
Neither team to this point, Mark, has really taken advantage of any type of turnover. Only maybe one time to this point has anyone really done something off forcing a turnover.
Just 5-4 Roncalli. Ball knocked away.
And as I say that,
up off the glass and in. The steal and the finish by DeAndre Starks.
And Starks comes off the bench. You can expect him to give them a big lift because he is your basic instant offense.
There to clean it up is Mislin off the nice drive.
It was a great follow-up. If you just do that, help your teammate get in a position to get something on a miss, because that was a tough shot to make.
Kendall Miller went hard to the hole. A lot of hands in the post and a travel. A long lob into the midcourt stripe. Roncalli.
There's another one.
And there's one on the floor in a striped shirt. He's under the bucket right now, Larry Sanders.
Monrovia East. Here we are.
Larry and I graduated together.
Well, Roncalli back in their five-man motion now. They just need to get a little better spacing.
Great
defensive effort.
No question.
Great effort on the top 20 teams in 4A. And that matchup tonight, Noblesville-Zionsville, is a great one.
7-6. Roncalli, 9 seconds left. Northwest trailing. They have the basketball. That's loose on the floor. Minton gathers it in. Kicks it over to DeAndre Starks. His deep three is no good.
Won't go.
Shot at the buzzer. Wouldn't have counted had it gone.